The secret federal government plan to arm Mexican drug cartels backfired, of course, when a border agent was shot and killed. Well, now, federal prosecutor Patrick Cunningham, who was subpoenaed on the Fast and Furious case, is going to plead the fifth. Chairman of the House Oversight and Government Reform Committee, Representative Darrell Issa of the great state of California, joins us now from Washington. Good morning to you.
Well, good morning, Steve, and thanks for covering it just the way it is. This very rare occasion in which a current employed federal official, high-ranking official, is taking the fifth in an investigation that Eric Holder says has nothing there. There's been nothing done wrong. People do not take the fifth when they're working for the federal government and resign and get a lawyer if, in fact, they have nothing to hide. And this is somebody who had a direct conduit to the top levels of justice, both Eric Holder and Lanny Breuer.
Well, this does smell funny. I mean, it'd be one thing if the guy, is an outside vendor or somebody who was just driving by at the time of it, but this guy is in the federal government, and we understand from the letter that you received from his attorney, if asked about anything, he's going to plead the fifth. That is remarkable.
It is remarkable, and our expectation is when he comes before Congress, he won't have changed his mind because we are still going to bring him forward. We're going to bring him forward because this is a person who knew about wiretaps, who knew about who was being told and not told about this operation. Remember, this is an operation we kept secret from the Mexican government. We kept it secret even from the ATF agents working in Mexico City, and yet this individual clearly was part of the conduit of information. So when we want to know who knew what when we're being told no one knew anything ever, right. This is critical, and not having his honest testimony, I want him to protect himself against self-incrimination, but clearly he's going further than that. He's part of a broad cover-up where we're going to be asking people above him and below him more questions.
Well, I think I read somewhere one of his attorneys said, look, my guy didn't do anything wrong. He's just being made the fall guy by the Department of Justice. That's bad.
Steve, there's a little bit there, and I want to be fair because I haven't interviewed him. Kenneth Melson, who was the earlier fall guy, and Burke, the U.S. attorney, each of them at various times have been Eric Holder and his team's go-tos for it's not us, it's him, it's not us, it's her. And we've been dealing with that. So in this case, we want to give the people the benefit of the doubt. Kenneth Melson, the head of the ATF, acting director, came in on the 4th of July last year and testified for a full day without any interruptions by his counsel at his side. So by the end of it all, we understood that he had made mistakes, he had failed to do his job, and failed to know what he should have known. Yeah. But he gave us the kind of testimony that has allowed us to focus on where the real blame belongs, and it belongs much further up in justice.